But I want to welcome everybody to my channel, The Candy Shop. I am so excited. The Candy Shop. So this is my story time, The Candy Shop. Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Candy Shop. I am Candace.
I'm so debonair.
And this is Champagne and Things. We're going to be talking about some hot topics. Tonight, it's been like a week since I've been live, but so Deb, you've been doing it for the past.
We was on for 5 hours yesterday.
I know. I woke up and I just happened to look at my phone and I was like, oh, they are still here. I had to refresh because I was like, yeah, are they still on? So yes. Let me do a little housekeeping. Say hello to everybody. Hey, Chi-Town. She says, welcome everybody to the Candy Shop with the Candy herself as your host and so debonair co-hosting. Hit the like and subscribe button and enjoy the live. And thank you for dropping the candy and champagne in the chat. Hey, Cheryl, Liberian Cayenne Pepper. I don't know why I can't read today. And hey, Prosperity Thick Girl 40. Excuse me. Good to see you. Chi-Town dropping that candy in the chat. Hey, Nola Reed.
Hey, Nola.
Good to see you as well. Thank y'all for dropping the candies in the champagne in the chat. Shanta said we had a whole session. Y'all got it in with talking about basketball wives for like 4 or 5 hours.
I cannot believe you was on for 5 hours. I said we was nuts for that.
Yes, but it sounded like y'all had a time.
Oh, we did. We definitely did.
Yes. So let's get into it. Oh, I like your hair. I just noticed.
Thank you. You know, I did a hot oil treatment today, so my hair is looking pretty good. I enjoyed it. I got so much stuff done today. I'm so proud of myself.
That is good. And hey, Refs, I love your picture. I can see it clearly.
Oh yeah, she looks good.
Yes. Hey, Candy, so Deb, Shy.
She kind of looks like Jennifer Williams a little bit.
Yes, she does look like Jennifer. No, listen, girl. And hey, Sassy Peach 12, good to see you.
Sassy Peach.
Lori said, "What I missed, y'all had better not been dragging Tammy."
I don't think we probably mentioned Tammy within those 5 hours. I'm sure.
I came in the very beginning. I think maybe not of yesterday's show, but the day before, and say hey, and then fell asleep. I've been so lethargic lately. It is crazy. Oh, and thank you, Reps.
Thank you.
So today we will be talking. We can start it off with Nick Cannon. Right out. Let's just kick the door down. Talk about Nick Cannon, Kel Mitchell, and that saga. So let me tell you how I learned about it. So I was perusing the TikTok streets, just like I usually do. And then I see a TikTok. I had to look where it says that I don't know if it said imagine, but it's like I come home and imagine seeing Nick Cannon standing on your bed with your cheerleading uniform on in front of your ex-husband or something like that. And I was like, I had to read it again, watch it again, and then I realized that it was Kel Mitchell's ex-wife. So I don't put a lot of stock into what she says because they're actually estranged from each other. But it was mentioned in a chat that I was in that Orlando Brown, is that his name?
Mm-hmm.
He mentioned that Nick Cannon did some stuff with him.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Yeah, and the ex-wife, she is doing too much. So what? The whole situation is weird. What are you? So, Deb, I want you to speak on it. What are you?
Why you want me to speak on this?
Your territory.
I mean, to me, I wouldn't be surprised if this was true. The Hollywood boys are weird, you know, and I mean, neither one of them look super heterosexual to me, so it wouldn't be shocking to me. And then even this whole thing with Nick Cannon having all these babies and stuff, like that just screams gay to me.
Why? Why does that scream gay? Because
there's a lot of guys who do that. They go have all these kids, and then they be like, you know what, I'm gay. You know, I just want to have some kids.
Really? I don't know. It don't scream gay. Like he was married to Mariah. Well, that screams gay. Him being married to Mariah. To
He
me,
was he was her little lamb.
yeah. And you know how some, no offense, but some gay men idolize women, and she's like one of those women that they
Yeah,
idolize. It's like he
she was at
married.
the top of the list.
Yeah. So you could be right. That is so weird. But this was his response. The one picture I put in here. Let me take down Prosperity's comment. He said, "Oh, let me take this banner down too." He said, "Yep, probably had the big ear of corn, a bunch of orange soda, and a couple of kids' choice awards up our ass too." I don't know. All of it. Yeah. Not super heterosexual. Yes, make sure you guys hit that like button. Rip said the cheerleader suit on, no less. Right. I was confused. And he had on her briefs. She said he had on her briefs too.
Yeah.
It was just weird. And hey, Andrea Harvey.
Yeah.
So I don't know what else to say. I know people have weighed in a lot about it, but to me it's expected. Like,
Yeah, I mean, just like you were talking about the Orlando Brown, like I think that this is not the first time we've heard something like this about Nick Cannon. So it's not really shocking to me. I mean, him in a cheerleading outfit was shocking, but you know.
Yeah. And I'm with Nola. Do we really care? Like who's
Right.
like that for Kel Mitchell besides this lady? Right.
That lady.
So from what I've known, I don't want to put his business out too much. But my bestie Lamar, his ex-wife Kel Mitchell, is her cousin, and so what I've seen of him lately, he's very religious now.
Isn't he a pastor?
I believe so. She has a Christian line, and I've worn her sweatshirt before. I don't think I have it out here, but it says Christian Dior, and it's supposed to look like Christian Dior, and so he's advertised it for her. So I didn't know they had all that stuff going on. So
yeah.
Prosperity said, "Why only when they're no longer together?" So she loved that man until he didn't love her no more. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. She said some crazy, outlandish things about him in regards to him abandoning their kids. So that's why I don't know exactly what to believe. She comes off like a bitter ex-wife.
Right. I mean, that's probably what it is. I mean, but she probably, I mean, who knows? You know, like I said, Hollywood is weird, and the boys in Hollywood are definitely weird. So,
yes, and yes, Cash App, Super Chats, and Super Stickers are all welcome and appreciated. But yeah, this story was kind of dry, but I want to talk about it. I know last week we talked about Saucy Santana, and that was like a domino effect. We went all over, all around the world, and I. We came back to YouTube. So, the next story, this will be kind of fun. So I didn't put the picture up, but this is about the money. So a man discovers he's been paid more than 300 times his salary. He takes the money and runs. What are your thoughts on that? So
now let me ask you: if your job accidentally overpays you, is it illegal for you to keep the money?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. That's a large amount of money.
Right. I mean, but they paid it to you though.
I don't know. What would you do? You would keep it?
I mean, if it's legal for me to keep the money, oh, bye. I'm quitting. I'm leaving. 300 times. First of all, I'll probably deserve that damn money anyway.
True.
But I'm not giving that money back.
My little good Samaritan self would give it back,
because it says something like he told him that he was going to go to the bank and withdraw the money and bring it back to them, and the next day they couldn't contact him. And they said that his lawyer called and said that he resigned from the job.
I'll just say this for me, if I'm getting overpaid like that, I'm going to Mexico because I don't want them trying to arrest me. I'm going to another country. I don't want to be here, and then they'd be like, you know how banks want their money back,
right?
This job will want their money back. So
Right. I mean, he got an attorney too. So I mean, I'm sure that the attorney, if the attorney was the one who called the job and said he resigned, it must be legal for him to keep it.
Right.
I
Oh
mean, I
yeah.
would probably like because he withdrew it from his bank account too, so that they couldn't take it back.
I
So I would put it in another bank account, and I would go through the court thing, see what they say. If they say I can keep it, then sorry for you.
True, and it looks like everybody agrees with you. Nola said, "Hey, dirty baby, I got your money." So,
Hey, 30, baby, I got your money. Don't worry.
I said, "Hey." Yes, I would be out. Prosperity said, "I'm going inside the bank and getting all of my money at one time."
That's what he did.
See, Andrea is kind of with me. She says she would give it back. No goodwill will come to you if you keep it. I would be so, I don't know why I'm like this. I'm not going to say scared, but I would be feeling like I always got to look behind my shoulder or something because they're coming to get their money somehow.
Listen, I'm going to find out all my legal options. And if my options say I can keep this money, see ya. Deuces.
Mm-mm-mm. I don't know. What other stories we got? It seemed dry today.
What's really going on? You know, every time we do the show, nothing is happening.
I know.
We log off, it's like everything starts happening.
Yes. So we talked about Nick Cannon. We talked about this money.
What about the lady? The hold on. What was she? She was twerking for votes. Remember that? Did you see that?
Yes, the congresswoman. Now,
Yes.
I was torn by my thoughts on that because I'm a womanist. I like to call myself a womanist, and I don't feel like we should be crucified for twerking. But my thing is, you do have to read the room. Like there's a time and place for everything, and so it kind of comes off like she's making a mockery of herself as a Black woman and in that position. But she came back talking about I'm still an Ivy League graduate. I'm still on because I think she's in the Senate. I think so. She still is thriving, I guess, but it's just to me not a good look. And usually I'm supportive of things like that because no one can dictate to us what is good, bad, or good for us. But that I think she did need to read the room.
I mean, listen.
I'm talking about that money. Note to self, don't call again. Snitch, I just be like, oh man.
I'm a DM Chi-Town like, girl, guess what happened?
Give me a portion and I'll be quiet. I'll keep quiet.
Oh, you gonna take a portion of the stolen money? You just gonna keep it in this room because you get it.
Yeah, because it was sent to your name, not mine. So. But yeah, everybody is saying the lady was tacky. Now she needs her A whipped, right? So what were your thoughts on it? And I'm gonna turn my camera off for a second.
I mean, I didn't really see anything wrong with it. If you want to twerk. I mean, she's still a human being and want to have fun. And if that got people to vote, I mean, then the job well done.
I was reading and I watch the Plainest Jane, so shout out to her sometimes. She tweeted about it and she mentioned that she's the same congresswoman that wants to introduce like self-pleasure or something like that into the classroom with children.
What?
Yeah, let me see if I can go to it because her tweet was featured on the Shade Room. And I was looking at it.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
I'm gonna read. Let me go to it because I don't want to misquote anybody. But the twerking, the lady, like I said, to me, she was making a mockery out of it. Let me see. I hate that the Shade Room posts like 1 million posts in one day.
Yeah, I was trying to find a story because I was trying to figure out like what was the logic behind her twerking.
There was no logic. She just, I don't know if she was doing it for publicity or what. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I keep seeing that. What's the little girl that dates Blueface, the one that's missing the tooth? It's like they like her all the time.
Yeah, she's on the Bad Girls Club or Baddies ATL or whatever.
Yes.
She's somebody's daughter.
Rashawn. I think that's her name. They got a lot of stories on her.
Yeah, she's always been. I'm like, I never even seen this girl until I seen her pop that girl into the sink on Baddies ATL.
I know. Right. Let me see if you can find it. I'm gonna go to some of these comments. I don't have a problem with her doing it. I had a problem with her posting it. Yes. And Nola said, I'm sick of it, period. Put some clothes on, everybody, and stop shaking your ass everywhere like that's all we have as women, period.
It said, well, this is a story. It says, what is this about her? She says, Rhode Island Senator Tierra Mack remains unbothered after fallout over 4th of July twerk post. As you may have seen in recent days, the Congress, I don't know what that word is, footage in question sees Mack simply enjoying some time off at the beach with friends, at one point twerking upside down. Vote Senator Mack, she says at the end of the clip. While people whose brains aren't aching for... Wait, I'm sorry, I can't read today either. While people whose brains aren't aching to fecal matter were quick to support the clip, as well as Mack's freshly progressive platform as an elected official, respond by sharing predictably antiquated comments and attacking Mack's credibility. Damn, twerking upside down really makes the congressive... I cannot read today, I'm sorry. Unhinged internet account pop off on a Monday, Mack said in a tweet. This ain't really saying nothing, though.
Sorry.
I don't know. So basically, she just twerking upside down and just said vote at the end of it?
I think so, but Rep said, yes, she wants to have school age learn about self-pleasure. School age children, school age kids learn about self-pleasure. She wants to introduce that.
Oh, I thought she was saying like she wanted them to do it at school.
No, she wants to.
I was like, what?
Yes, and I agree. What is going on? And
I mean,
see,
see. I mean, we had sex education in high school, so I mean, wouldn't that be a part of that?
It's, I think, middle school children. I don't think that needs to be introduced to young. It was kids that she wanted it introduced to. Oh, here it is. Let me see.
Yeah, I don't think I want my middle school kid learning that.
So it says, this is the plainest Jane's tweet. She said, not only is Rhode Island Senator Tierra Mack twerking for votes, but she's also pushing a sex ed bill to teach 6th through 12th grade students how to masturbate by adding comprehensive pleasure-based sex to school curriculums.
I mean, I can see in high school, not in middle school. I mean, I guess the kids are having sex in middle school too, though.
No, that to me, that's too young to be introducing that.
I mean, it is, but I mean, they're introduced to sex anyway. They're having it.
My thing is, I don't mind biology and teaching children, because in health class in middle school, 8th grade is where I learned about sex or whatever. But biology and telling us how children are made, but to do all, I think that's just too far.
Well, 8th grade is in middle school, though.
I know, but I'm saying the self-pleasure and all that. Why are we teaching that in school? Like, that's something outside of school. I feel like that should be up to the parents to decide whether or not they want to introduce that to their child, because not every child is having sex. When I was in school, I didn't lose my virginity until college. So not everybody is having sex. And so, yeah, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I didn't have sex. I was like 22. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it's right. She sounds all over the place. I don't know what her deal is. And then this is the picture of her on a handstand.
Yeah, I seen the video.
Oh, you watched? I didn't watch the video.
Yeah, I seen it.
Cause she twerked? No.
It looks normal to me.
Yes. Yep. Thank you, Sassy Peach. Prosperity said, when I found out about my sons were masturbating, I almost died. Yeah, now boys are different, but I really feel like that's a conversation they should be having with their dad, not at school.
But all parents don't even really know that. My mom and dad gave me a book that said, this is how babies are made. It was like some big fat white people with small penises and stuff. It was like the most uneducated thing for me. So I mean, I didn't really learn anything about sex growing up until I got to the sex education class. I didn't even, and I've told this story before. I never even knew what masturbation was. I thought I had figured out something that nobody knew about. And the crazy part was, matter of fact, I was in middle school doing it. I was doing it everywhere because I didn't know people knew what it was, and I was like, I done found out some magical shit.
OMG! Now I know young men do that, but that, like I said, I think that's a conversation that fathers should have with their sons. Like I asked,
she got the same book.
With my son, I'm not trying to have no conversation about that. I want my husband or his father or my son's father to actually have that conversation.
I wonder what the conversation would be, because I've never had it. I wonder what the conversation would be.
Well, my husband and my son's father, both of them, thank God I have a situation where I can co-parent well. Mm-hmm. They have tried to open the discussion up, but my son, and that's another thing with your children, if they're not ready to talk about it, like maturity wise, then it shouldn't be introduced. And so both of them have told me on different times, like, you know, we kind of hinted on like, what girls do you like, or what's this, that, and the other. And right now his mind is not on that. So they have chosen not to have that conversation. My son just turned 14. So he, at this time, is not thinking about that. So I don't want his mind on it if he's not even thinking about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of torn with it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even if they don't want to talk to you about it, does that mean they're not doing it?
I don't know, but if you know your kids at times, you know whether or not they feel comfortable with the conversation. So if they're not comfortable with that conversation, I wouldn't push the issue. And hey, empathetic Star C, good to see you. But yes. Sassy said, during that time growing up, we all got books to read from the health department. That was our parents' way of teaching us about it. All of them darn pamphlets from the Board of Health. I do have pamphlets too. Shaitan said, both my husband and I had that conversation with our boys. I think that it's important these days for our children to get both perspectives. Right. I agree. And I definitely agree with introducing it at a time where they are comfortable with it. Yes. Thank you for hitting that like button. Make sure you guys hit the like button as well. But
maybe because I'm not a parent, that's probably why I don't even know too. So
yeah, because before I got to this point, when my son was younger, I said, yeah, at this age we're going to do this. But when he's at this age now, he's into video games. So when the time comes where he's off in his room, and when we see some signs, then they can have that discussion. I'll just say that. But that's just me.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, you're a man, so speak on it.
I told you, like, nobody talked to me about masturbation. I did not know what it was. I was doing it everywhere. I was literally doing underneath a coat in Saturday school. So,
gross.
I was a disgusting little boy, and I don't remember what made me realize that it was called masturbation. Shaka said, yes, Candy, they were 15 and 16 when we had that conversation with the older two. Our 11-year-old is not interested at this time. Thank God.
Yeah. So Deb, for you, knowing how you were, I would think when you do have children, you will decide and knowing your children, you'll know when the right time is. Because like let me turn my camera on. You can tell, like, when you try to like introduce it. That's why I don't want to do it as a mom, because boys, of course, are not going to want to talk about it with their mom. Right. One day I was like, "What girl?"
Well, I mean, I wouldn't have wanted to talk to it with anybody when I was that age. My friends talked to me about it. We had conversations about it.
I think the conversation.
I mean, it would have, and my mom was a pastor too, so.
Well, me and my husband are pretty liberal. My son's father is pretty liberal. So we talk, like, I'll joke and be like, what girls do you like? Nobody. What boys do you like? Nobody. I don't like, he'll look at me crazy. Like, it's okay. You can tell us who you like. So
Yeah.
but he's just not into it right now. Now is not the time.
I'm just in. I guess the thing is, I'm glad I never got caught because I would have been like super embarrassed. They probably would have called me like all kind of names and stuff.
Really? You think so?
I'm pretty sure if they called me, the kids called me masturbating at school, that they would
Oh,
have
I see what you said.
literally
If your
called me
parents,
all kind of names.
if your parents
So,
call, like
no,
if we caught my son, then of course it's time to have the
they
conversation.
had that conversation. Yeah.
So this is good organic conversation. I'm gonna let you read Chi-Town's comment.
She says, so Deb, you will have that connection with your kids and you will know when you need to sit down and have that conversation with them. I knew my son was curious and I told his dad it's time. Okay.
Yep. You can tell. You can tell when it's time. Going back to this senator, I don't want her being able to take that special time away. That conversation is such a serious conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You want it to be in the comfort of your home where you dictate what they learn and they can be open to ask you questions and not have to be in front of their classmates, where sometimes kids can make a joke out of it. So at least at home it could be something more like, hey, this is an open, you can ask whatever you want to ask, you're not going to be judged. So that's the type of environment that I want to create for my son.
Yeah, but you also have to think about the kids whose parents will never do that too.
I know, but what about the ones that will?
No, I'm saying, but I get what you're saying because you want that. Chi-Town did that, you guys wanted that. But there's kids at the schools whose parents are not really involved. Like they might find out that the kid was having sex and want to masturbate once the kid pops up with a baby.
Right, and Chi-Town, that is gross. He better not mess up my towels. He better He better not. But no, I see what you're saying, Deb, as well. But what else do you want to talk about? I'm up here doing my hookah.
Maybe there should be like special programs, that parents can decide to, like, at that time, let's go to the program because I don't know how to talk about it or something,
I would want them to sign a consent form, but
yeah,
this lady, this Congresswoman Tiara Mack, that's her name. Mm-hmm. Her twerking and doing all that does not sway my vote in having something like that introduced into the schools. It's only making it look like it's just out of control.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yes. So what else you want to talk about? Let me go down the shade room streets. Oh,
we got to talk about Ray J.
Yes, Ray J and his damn tattoos. So I'm gonna play the video and share my screen. Before I do that, Chi-Town said, I'm going to play devil's advocate here. What do we do with the children that are not fortunate enough to have those types of relationships with their parents? So that's what Deb was saying. I would say the parents can sign a consent form.
But I mean, what if they don't even? I don't know. I don't feel like, again, working in the school system, all parents is not going to be that involved in it. Don't have sex. That's what a lot of parents growing up. That's what the parents would just say. You don't have sex till you marry. That was sex. That was the birds and the bees talk.
Right. And hey, Lakia, thank you for joining us. And Chi-Town said, or what do we do with the children that are not fortunate enough to have both parents of the same sex available to them?
That's true too.
Yes. And hey, Q, good to see you.
Hey, Q.
We're about to move it to Ray J. I'm going to share my screen. Let me go to it. And I don't know if this video has sound. I don't think it has sound. Oh, it does. I didn't even think about it.
They're going to shut down your whole video.
I know. And hey, healthier you with Mel. So I'm going to play.
Hey, friend.
Let me mute it. And but that tattoo, I
She
don't
looks
know.
like a demon.
Right.
That shows vocal Bible.
um Lakia said, of course, now this tattoo is a bit much.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at it again. Look at it again. I know they have a really close relationship,
Mm-hmm.
um, which I love their relationship, but I
But why
don't
did he have to get her? Why does her eyes have to be purple and she got all those tattoos on her face? Like that don't look cute to me.
know. Yeah.
I'd be like, get it removed.
And does she have one of him? Mel said the tattoo is scary. It is.
It is. Nah, man.
Yes. And it just paused right there on it. I don't like it. Why? And then he has her face tatted up.
She looks like a zombie.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna stop sharing now.
I love my sister too, but I don't think I would ever get her tattooed on me though.
Right. And it looks demonic. Sassy,
Yeah.
maybe I'm missing something on this. His sister, right?
Yeah.
Well, they are very close. Very close. So I didn't think go ahead.
If they're close, then he should know. I mean, she dresses like what are them people called? I always call them hobos, but
She has a
she
bohemian
like
style. Bohemian.
Yeah, there you go. She like why? Like this is make something like that. This looks like the a zombie apocalypse. Like what? I don't like it.
Yeah. With the nature of their relationship, I could see him getting her name tattooed, but not her whole face. So that's a little weird.
I can see him getting her face tattooed on him, but not her as a zombie. Like,
and I don't believe he has Princess Love face tattooed on him.
Well, he's not. He's going through a divorce again for the 17th time.
OMG! So after the verses, they're going through a divorce.
He's on the beats on that show, College Hill, talking about he's going through the divorce.
OMG! Gypsy, is that what you were thinking of?
Gypsy, yes, there you go, Gypsy.
Yeah, it's a whole hot mess. Yeah.
I would have told him like, bruh, no, nope. I'm sorry.
Oh, Sassy said her brother's deceased now, and it has always been her desire to get his name in an emblem, but not a full face of him. Jesus, I agree. Me and my brother are close too, and I wish he would do this. Yes. Swear Deb, it don't even look like her.
No.
And that's what I was saying. The other tats that are on her face, I didn't get that part.
Yeah, that's what was really. I mean, outside of the eyes, that's what bothers me too. It's like you couldn't get that wrote up underneath it, like had a little quote underneath it. She says or something. Like it's a no for me. It's a no for me.
Yes, it's a no for me as well. Ray J has been weird for a minute now, and then he let me see if I can find that Shade Room post. He was on Shade Room trying to practice his vocals, and it just didn't sound right.
Oh my God! Now,
well, I don't think I can play it, but he didn't sound good at all. I'm not gonna play it.
Ray J has never sounded good singing.
I liked him a long time ago when he first came out as a child. I liked his first album, but when he became an adult, or that y'all go through your voice change or whatever. Once his voice changed, she didn't sound good to me anymore, and I hated that song "One Wish." I don't know why people love it.
All I need is one wish.
And no, Sassy Peach, I don't think he's tried to explain it at all.
I want some explanation. I want some answers.
Right.
There, put the word around her face, underneath her neck, like something besides all over her. And why is her eyes red?
Yeah. She popped the veins singing because she was at the vocal Bible. I don't know.
She must be aging. That's why he's trying to tell y'all she's a zombie. She's a vampire.
Those drugs have messed his voice up. They had to something.
His voice, he must have been on drugs from birth because he ain't never been able to sing. So no.
Right, and he do need to. I definitely think he needs to focus on his other forms of income, like
Yes.
Master P said, his electronics empire, all of that.
And have you seen College Hill? He's stick to reality TV too.
And Q talking about, he said, "I want Brandy." Oh wait, Lil Wayne.
Wait, Lil Uzi Vert.
L said, he is the stunt king. I could see him doing this to take the focus off his struggling vocals on verses.
Oh yeah, that's true. That is true. I can see that.
Agree. So what else you want to talk about? We got some time. I'm awake now. I'm not asleep. And yeah, singing is definitely not his ministry.
It has never been his ministry. And I don't know what you listened to when you was a kid on the first album, because that wasn't it.
You know what? On his first album, though, he had. Have you heard of Rashawn Patterson?
No.
I don't know if you're familiar with him. Rashawn Patterson can really sing. He's sung backup for a lot of people, and I think write songs. And so Rashawn Patterson was like the backup vocals on that first album. So it was good. I liked it. It was very neo soul. His very first album. I was in like middle school when he came out. But what else is for them?
Didn't we talk about Wendy Williams last time?
I think briefly, and I saw on the Shade Room, she had the pictures of her podcast.
And like I told y'all that she was going to have a damn podcast. I'm telling y'all, and I told y'all, I heard it here first. I told y'all that podcast is happening.
Yeah, and I can tell it's going to be bigger and better than her show, because on a podcast, you're more free to say whatever.
You can say whatever you want to say.
Yeah, I'm here for it. I cannot wait.
Yep, it said that she started her new Instagram page for her upcoming podcast. It says when one door closes, a larger one opens, and I believe in that. Yeah. Go ahead, Wendy Williams. I'm excited about that podcast.
Me too. I've always been a fan of Wendy Williams. I loved her show. I loved her on radio. I loved, like I said, I think the last time I talked about how I used to like to read her blind items, because she would drop some serious tea about people. She used to make people mad with all the stuff that she was putting out.
Yeah. What about Beyonce? Did you see Beyonce's running the Me Too background checks for the collaborations for her album?
No. I know some. Is she working with The Dream, or her and The Dream working on her current song? But no, I didn't see anything about Beyonce. The other, whatever.
The guy, his name is Noel Fisher. It says music producer Noel Fisher, who won a Grammy in 2015 for co-writing Beyonce and Jay-Z's hit song "Drunken Love." I think he had 15? Yeah, 15 counts of sexual assault and 5 counts of felony assault for alleged attacks between 2010 and 2018. So she took him. She had 2 songs. He submitted 2 songs. She turned them down because she doesn't want to get caught up in that Me Too movement stuff.
Yes. And Prosperity Thick Girl, what are you talking about? Child Metro PCS says, you can't get back to so there as soon as you pay us our money. What are you talking about? I think it's great, and others need to do what Beyonce is doing.
Yeah. That way y'all can't be talking about, we can all separate the man from the music.
That will kick out a lot of people.
It will.
Music. Yes. We didn't talk about R. Kelly getting to 30 years. Did we talk about that at all?
Mm-hmm.
Like somebody asked me that.
I thought about bringing that up last week, because remember when we first started doing the show, every week we had to talk about R. Kelly.
Yes. R. Kelly, of course, got 30 years. And there are more charges and things to come.
Yeah, he has to go back to Chicago now. I don't even know why they're taking him. Like, he's not getting out of jail. It's not happening. He might as well just rest where he's at, and they let his time left, because they had him on suicide. Oh, I can't say that word. That's S-Watch. Yeah. But he's out now. Because he was trying to sue the jail.
Yes, I did hear that. Yes. But what else? Do you want to drop the link?
Yeah, let's go ahead and drop the link. I don't know why. Yeah, you can drop the link. I don't know why R. Kelly is put like. Why are they entertaining anything that R. Kelly is even saying or doing, sir? Do
Right.
your time and like stop it. We're not playing the games with you.
Exactly. And hey, cocktails with lovable Lisa.
Hey, Lisa, you missed our thing yesterday.
Yeah, she would have loved it because they
I
were all
know. Yeah, we would have been on for 10. At least it would have been. We would have been out there for 10 hours.
um, and Chi-Town. Yes, I do think more people should be charged because he didn't do it all by himself. It was like a whole.
Right.
Didn't he get charged for RICO? He had a whole racketeering,
Racketeering. Yep.
going on.
Yep. There you go.
It's up here. I think her device is trying to connect.
Remember the Epstein girl? They make her do the time now.
Yes, and I've been hearing something about this black book that she has and this list with all these high officials on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's been getting juicy too. I've been following that.
But I think now that they're going to finish out his stuff and then they're going to go back and get everybody else.
Yes, but ladies, hey ladies, y'all want to weigh in? I'm gonna turn my camera on for a second so I can do my hookah. But what are y'all thoughts? Hey, lovable Lisa, I haven't seen you in a minute. I know I don't be
Hey,
doing.
Lisa. Hey, prosperity girl.
Yes.
Hey, babe. Doing it again, so Deb. It's not gonna be as long, but we had a good time last night. We didn't even notice it was 5 hours.
Right.
It's 40, like almost 6 hours.
Right.
But I think they should get his sister. Why
How
is his
y'all
sister not
doing?
locked up? His sister is the
How
one that
y'all doing
started the
tonight?
thing. Hey, Lisa.
I
Lisa
think
out,
she's
How
delayed.
y'all.
you doing,
I think she's
Candace? Y'all
delayed.
like so deaf here? I mean,
We're good. I think it's a delay. And hey, Miss Reed, thank you for joining.
Hey, Miss Ree.
Now, I did want to. I want to get y'all's opinion on this. So people think Drea should be charged. I don't think Drea
Yes.
Kelly should be charged. But what are y'all thoughts?
I think she knew what was going on, but I want the sister, the person that molested him. Like, why has she never been brought up on nothing?
Mm-hmm. That's a good question. I thought Dre was locked in the room the whole time.
She wasn't locked in no room. Drea wanted to keep that last name. Drea loved everything about being R. Kelly's ex-wife and baby mama until no one loves her being R. Kelly baby mama and wife anymore. She used milk that man name on that show. Everything she did, she was Mrs. R. Kelly. Until they started talking about this, then she was
but
a
look,
hostage. Girl, get out
you
of
seen
my
remote
face
control.
with all of this. 'Cause it don't even sound right. She was there when Portia was there.
Not Portia. Child.
You know her in her little book. She said she was at the house too.
Yeah, I know. I remember that. I think Mims
So
was doing that.
yeah, and Princess. But
Oh,
yeah, Drea knew some things was going on. She not gonna make me
nothing.
believe
Turn
that
it
she
down
did
some
not
more.
know because she loved she loved being his wife and she loved the perks that it brought. So she didn't say anything because she didn't want to stop her gravy train. And she's still using that man name.
Chi-Town said Drea's was quoted locked in her room, but the room had windows and she saw the girls coming in and out and she also heard them.
And she also saw them and was happy she didn't have to have sex with his ass. Girl, Miss Lisa, you got a lot going on.
Miss Lisa. But no, with Drea Kelly, to me, yeah, she saw the girls, but to me, she was a victim too. So I think
She wasn't
Lisa's
no
saying
good.
something. What'd you say, Lisa?
Sorry, y'all. I'm at a birth. I'm in Memphis with my family, and my family is ratchet, and they fuss and cuss and everything else. We having a birthday party for my brother-in-law and sister-in-law. Just like I said, Andrea should be charged to do like the caller said. She knew everything was going on, and she tried to ignore it. but you knew exactly what was going on. You know he liked the young girl, and you should be charged too. Run along with all them other. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But yeah, like like the mother, like all those other people who was right along with him knew he had those young girls. Baby, they should be charged too. Everybody should be charged. Because you knew he had young girls and he was abusing them and you didn't say nothing because you on a paycheck and just say, yes, sir, Mr. R. Kelly. It don't go that way. All y'all ass get locked up.
Did y'all hear about the one girl that was when he was being sentenced? They gave witness statements, and the girl was saying how he made her give him fellatio right after he got off the basketball court in the limousine with his friends watching. Like, ooh,
No.
sweaty balls. That is horrible. She was like, I hope you die. Well, I hope you are unalived in here. You deserve everything. They said she went off.
I ain't turning the music off.
And hey, just simply good to see
And just simply.
you. And
Use that mute button, girl.
hey,
Hey, G.
Gigi, good to see you as well. She said, is it Drea or Drea? I'll be saying Drea, but
Drea.
Drea, one of them.
Drea, and nobody ever saw males they didn't think that was odd. Woman or man can make a hit. Mm.
Yeah, whatever her name is, Miss Kelly needs to be doing something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still thought she was a victim herself.
She was, I thought.
And
That's what she said,
salty balls. Yeah.
but she never left. What was her defining moment that made her leave?
He unlocked the door.
No, he ain't unlocked that door. That door was unlocked. She ain't.
That's what
That's
Trap
when
the
when they
Closet
put
was
the
about.
padlock on that motherfucker. That's when she left. When they put the padlock on it.
She was the inspiration for Trapped in the Closet.
No, she wasn't there. All them girls knew. She was dancing. She was doing the choreography for Trapped in the Closet. She wasn't worried about being trapped.
She doesn't seem like the brightest crayon in the bunch to me.
She bright enough.
I don't know. We'll never know what it was like. She gave her little spiel on surviving R. Kelly. So, but I still see her as a victim. I don't think she should be charged because she assisting him in helping him get the girls. I think some of those parents, some of his team, they need to be
All
charged.
of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
And some of them girls that was on that documentary need to go too because they went and incriminated themselves and said that they was bringing girls to that house.
But
Thank you.
Kids. They were kids themselves, though. He groomed all of them. They weren't adults when they were doing this.
All of them was not underage.
Right, but I'm about to say when they became of age, they were still doing it. Even if they were underage in the beginning, they were still doing it when they became of age. Their parents need to be locked up. His managers, his roadies, his bandmate, everybody that knew what was going on and turned a blind eye to it because he was R. Kelly needs to suffer some kind of damn consequence. Or even if you just put all their names out, let everybody know their character, something.
If she needs to be charged, then Sparkle needs to be charged because her niece is the one in that video.
Sparkle damn sure need to be.
Yeah.
She damn sure need to be charged. I don't want to hear nothing from her. When a woman fed up, but you ain't fed up enough not to bring your 15-year-old niece to this man and let him do golden showers on people and things. Girl, if you don't, child.
You know, speaking of R. Kelly, I was watching this thing on YouTube the other day, and this is dealing with Aaliyah. Did y'all hear that Timberland fell in love with her?
I can see it. He led that girl to death. He is still heartbroken. Him and Dane.
I didn't, because they were talking about why their group was called the Super Friends with her and Gene White, all of them, and they were saying that the group broke up because Timberland couldn't control the fact that he was in love with her.
I can see it. All they act like little younger.
I'm like, well, this is disgusting.
I guess he won't be on Beyonce album either.
Child, that's
Yeah.
disgusting. I'm sorry.
And
All them grown men was feeding after that little girl like that.
Yes,
yes.
just sitting there lusting after her. Let me give you a song. Let me come in the studio and listen to this with me real quick. We She couldn't
Oh,
have been
he
mine.
picked his wife because she looked like her. Wow.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I just
Like
remember,
who?
and I mentioned this before. When I was 11 years old, I had a friend of mine. Growing up in Milwaukee, that's where I'm from.
Mm.
Um, it's only 90 miles from Chicago. It literally would take just an hour and a half to get there from Milwaukee. I had a friend that had family there, and I remember she wanted me to come and go with her to Chicago, and she wanted us at the time. The school that this so-called McDonald's was across the street from, I didn't know it was a high school. From my understanding, I always thought it was a middle school. But she's like, "Oh, we can go to McDonald's. R. Kelly will be up there. He'll let us come in his limo. You need to come." And
Mm.
thank God I didn't want to lie to my mother, because she was like, "Tell your mother that you're just staying here at my house, but we don't need to go to
Thank
Chicago."
God.
Yeah, we're gonna run
Mhm.
to Chicago, and we riding with R. Kelly, because at that time Bump and Grind was out, and we did up a little.
Oh
My
Lord.
hot ass would have been up there with R. Kelly.
We went. I was only 11, and I was more impressed about riding in a limousine versus, I didn't even think in my mind at 11 years old, like, oh, I'm going to get in this car with this grown man. I'm just thinking, oh, I'm going to get in a limousine. I'm going to be partying. It's going to be fun. But then when she said, tell your mother you're going to be here. And I'm a little scaredy cat with
You
stuff
my
like that.
sister.
Yeah, because I think of karma, because every time would sneak and do something, bad stuff
They
happened.
cut your ass.
Yeah, because I snuck and went to a
What's your
party.
sign?
I'm a Gemini. I snuck and went to a party in the projects. Um, got there. I'm sweating, dancing. When it's time to get picked up by the
They saw
parents,
you.
I'm thinking my aunt gonna be there to pick me up. Guess who's there to pick me up?
Ooh,
My
your
mother.
mama.
Hey, waiting. She told me not to go to the
Uh,
projects, and so yeah, I
well,
didn't
I
go.
grew up in a project, but my mama was the same way. You can play with me if you want to.
Well, it was
You're gonna walk away, but you're limping back.
the party. There was a YMCA. For those that are familiar with Milwaukee, they were in park. It was Park Line Projects, because Milwaukee has North Line, Park Line, West Line, and so one of the projects had a YMCA, and they would throw these parties with the lights off, and it would get sweaty and nasty in there.
I
And
don't see
yeah,
nothing wrong
right at the door. So
with a little bump and grind. I remember them house parties. Now reiterate. Not my 11-year-old ass, but my 14, 15-year-old hot ass would have been at McDonald's with R. Kelly lying like hell to my mama.
Then Chi-Town had a story about that too, right?
I think so, yeah, because she's from Chicago.
Yeah,
So
I think y'all both told those stories when we was talking about R. Kelly when we first started doing the show.
yep. Yes, we did. And hey,
Yeah,
Lamar, good
they
to
said
see
that
you.
high school was infamous.
The high school
They
was
said
what?
that high school was his scouting grounds.
Yes,
Mm.
because there was a McDonald's, not like it was either across the street. I always heard it was a McDonald's literally in the area, and the kids used to go up there and hang out. And so, yeah, I heard he would be up there at the McDonald's at the school picking them up. Oh, and Shotdown said, "Yep, I was
So
at
his
those
victim we don't even know about.
Mm-mm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The lake in them parties. That's a whole nother. That's a story time in itself. The
Mm.
Freakniks of
Exactly.
Chicago. Yes. But any other
Ah.
thoughts? Lovable Lisa, do you want to say anything? I'm gonna unmute you. I think I'm trying to unmute you. You gotta unmute yourself because it's not letting me.
Because she probably muted herself.
Oh, oh, she's gone. We're close. Let
But
me.
I like the Beyonce thing. I'm glad Beyonce is doing these back. More people need to start doing it. If they can't, if the penal system ain't gonna penalize them, hit them in their pockets
Yeah, that's true.
because it's ridiculous. All the
Yeah,
stories that you hear, it's crazy.
I agree. Any other thoughts on anything? I'm surprised we've lasted an hour because
Me
usually
too. Y'all,
Oh
we
yeah,
are getting. Me and the Candy Shop are getting old.
that's that damn 5 hours last night for you.
Now, I listen. I'm surprised. I am in shock. We was on for 5 hours yesterday
like
because I know me. I'll be yawning after like an hour
Over.
or two.
Yes, over 5. That's because you was sitting up there blocking shots and had your bulletproof vest on for Brandy and
I sure did.
Evelyn. So you know when you get in that mode, you don't see time.
That's right.
is Evelyn back? Because I haven't caught up with Basketball Wives. I watched the first 2 episodes. Is
No, thank God.
on? So you said no, she's not.
She's not
No.
on this season, but the word on the street is that she is coming back next season.
We know
Oh,
she will be back. One thing we do know, she'll be back.
so what
Yeah, I
did y'all?
think
What? Oh, sorry. What were you about to say, Sudan?
I think that they kind of took everyone off from the last season because of the whole OG thing
Oh, okay.
to kind of like
But
give
they
them a
bought the air back. But they bought 2 pieces of air back.
yes, Malaysia and who else?
No, Nia and her sister, they're the air.
Malaysia
They
is not.
bring
I like
nothing.
Malaysia.
I'm just playing. But yeah, the twins,
Yeah.
the
The
non-twin twins.
twins, not twins, as senses.
Yeah,
What did y'all talk about for 5 hours in regards to the Basketball Wives?
I
And that's
can't even.
crazy that we had that much to talk about. It was literally all Basketball Wives. Like we did not go to nothing else. That was the craziest part, is that we felt 5 hours worth of content to talk about on Basketball Wives.
Well, I played some clips from the twins, the twins, kind of giving out the plots of people, the schemes of people that was on the show. I think we started talking about like other seasons and everything now yesterday.
Hmm. And we analyzed the fight because you had it in slow mo.
Oh
And
yeah,
we talked about how Duffy made us think French put their ass up in their house, and that was
yeah,
a damn production assistant's
how,
friend house.
yeah.
And she putting people out talking about something. You can leave, girl. Where I'm going to the hotel that you going to too.
Exactly. Well, I
They
got
had them women in pajamas, Candy. They had them in pajamas like they literally slept there.
OMG.
They
Well,
yes, they tried to trick us real
of,
good.
speaking of crazy shows, do y'all watch P Valley?
Yes,
I am loving it. I wish I was reviewing it. And spoiler alert for those that don't watch, but this last episode was like one of the
it was
best
good.
of the show itself. I
Yeah,
love the backstory of Miss Mississippi,
yeah.
MI, crooked letter. Yes. So
I had to catch up.
Yeah,
yeah,
her story was really good.
yeah.
I loved how they made us like the white guy and then hate him at the end of it.
Yes, but no, I was watching TikTok and nobody caught this. So on the first season, she said she met her man at the strip club, but then on this season, they're saying they met in high school.
Right. I didn't catch that either.
Well,
But
she must have been stripping in high school.
no, she was she was
Hmm.
she was privileged, and
Yeah.
her backstory is crazy. Her
It was
father,
Either
basically like a
one.
Cinderella story.
yeah, it was a Cinderella story. Her father had remarried this woman with 2 girls, and it looked like the father was messing with one of them.
Hmm.
Which I wish they would have dived into that. And her,
It opened up the door for a lot of the conversations about her family though.
yes,
Hmm.
because her stepmother tried to warn her, saying that a man that like idolizes you or makes you a Barbie doll, we'll
Hmm.
see how long that lasts, and that's a red flag right there. And
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
she gets with the white guy, though he was like well-to-do white boy. He had a temper. His father was beating him, so that's why he beats
Mm.
her. And it came out that he's beating their little babies, which now I
Hmm.
hope she leaves him. Yes, he broke their son's arm and like bruised his back.
Yep.
And ain't she on tour with the other dude with the little murder, small
Not,
murder?
not no more because what's his name?
Wody, Wody killed him.
Bodie. Yeah, because he tried to R-word her.
But I couldn't have left my kids knowing that my husband. No, you're not
She
gonna.
didn't know. She didn't know that he was doing that until she got back.
Oh, okay. See, I told you I haven't been watching, so I got to catch up.
The part where Wody was his name Rome, or what was her name?
Rome, yes, Rome.
Rome tried to her. What? I can't even talk. What? Word her. And did you see the part where I don't know if he was looking in the mirror so dead, but he.
Yeah, I looked in the mirror.
we
People
saw
will be
all of
winding to look in the mirror. If they missed it, they made sure they went back and saw it. I heard everybody talk about that.
Oh, thank you, Q. But yeah, Rome, we saw it all out in that mirror.
That's not the first. We've seen it on Tyler Perry's Ruthless already.
I didn't see it. I don't watch Tyler Perry's shows.
That's the only reason why I turned it on. But I think that was not on Ruthless. I don't think that it was real though.
What is his name? Is that the dude from the Have and the Have Nots?
Yeah, his name is Blue Kimbo.
Oh, so
yeah, I couldn't think of it.
So it's two times.
No. He wasn't. He's not on the Have Nots. You talking about
Tyler LePlay, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who y'all talking about?
His real name is Blue Kimbo. I interviewed him a few years ago.
But he's the I always say Mercedes, Miss Mississippi's manager, the light skinned guy, and he had a video of Lil Murder and somebody.
T.
It was a dude.
Somebody was saying the video is actually a Little Murder and Uncle Clifford. They were saying that you have to watch TikTok because they be breaking it down, saying that it was. So the guy, remember the guy that on this season that T got into a fight with? Mm-hmm. I didn't realize he was on the first season. He was friends with Lil Murder, and then he got kicked out of the club. They got into a fight. He got kicked out. And
I remember that.
He was watching them, and they're saying that was probably.
Oh yeah, because he saw them at the gate. Oh, because he recorded it. He recorded it.
Yes,
and he said something to Lil Murder when he came back from with Uncle Clifford.
Yep, and that's the video that they're saying.
Oh,
yes, that was like, oh damn, they broke that down on TikTok. I forgot all.
He want to take Lil Murder down so bad.
But you know the reason why we forgot because they had such a long break.
Yes, yeah, it was a whole year.
Yeah, but that is true because he was watching them through the gate when Uncle Clifford and Lil Murder went to the back in that car and he saw them.
Yep, and so they said that's when he recorded, and so that's the video that Rome had, which thankfully, Wody took the video, but the guy probably still has the original.
Right.
Called a cloud.
What'd you say, Prosperity?
I said it's called a cloud. Stuff is never gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
About to blackmail him. I guarantee you it's going to be a blackmail plot before he release it.
Well, I think that's what they were trying to do this episode, but they killed him, though.
Oh, so he did. Rome.
They killed Rome, yeah.
Well, somebody else will use it.
But the original guy who has the video still has it.
I was about to say somebody else will try to blackmail with it.
I'm sure they didn't. They're not the only two people who had that video.
Exactly.
I agree.
You know, black folks. You shared it with at least 5 people, and those 5 people shared with other people too. So.
Right. Sound like menace to society. He ain't gonna be talking shit when I get us to the police.
You know what though? What's going on, Mims? Have you ever been watching this show that's on BT Plus with Yolanda Adams?
No, what show is that?
Oh my God, I'm gonna tell you the name. That show is so good. The girl that was on Empire that does the singing, the what's her name? Tiana.
Yeah.
She's in it. It's called Kingdom Business. Y'all have to watch that. BT Plus has some good stuff come on here now.
What is it about?
Show is good and Kingdom Business is good. So Kingdom Business is about Yolanda Adams. Basically, she's Yolanda Adams, but she has a different name. And her career is like coming to the end, but she doesn't want to give it away. So her family has a record company. Tell me, hold on. Her family has a record company, and so her son is managing her. He's the A&R. He's the A&R director of the company. So Tiana, the girl from Empire, she's a stripper, and her friend ended up getting killed. But her friend like has these big dreams about getting up to strip club, all this other stuff. So she ended up getting killed. So Tiana goes to the funeral, which is at Yolanda Adams' husband's family's church, because he's a pastor. And she sings at the funeral, where somebody recorded her singing at the funeral, and it goes like viral. She gets like over 2 million views on it. Shutdown said, "So did my husband and I watched it." Yes, it is so good. Okay, so she goes to the funeral. She sings. Somebody in the audience records it. It gets like 2 million views. So Yolanda Adams' son wants to sign her to the label, but Yolanda Adams doesn't want to sign her because she thinks the girl's going to take over her, basically in her career. So Yolanda Adams' I don't know if it's her husband or her ex-boyfriend. He actually helped her with her first album that made her go like, make her who she is. But Yolanda Adams kind of scrubbed him from the whole thing. So, and then she got rid of him because I think the guy she married now is the bishop of the church or something with the men. They don't like each other because of her. So now he has his own record label called, I think it's called like Revive or something. Rebel. No, her name is Rebel. Tiana's name is Rebel on the show. Something, I forgot what the name of the thing is. But anyways, he takes people who have had like passed, and then he makes them like music artists or whatever. So Yolanda Adams' son goes over to him and basically tells him that he needs to sign Tiana to his label. So at first he doesn't want to do it because he thinks that the boy is trying to trick him or whatever. But then she finally does it or whatever. And that's the beginning. That's the base of it. The show is good, y'all. You have to, like, if y'all get it BT Plus for nothing else, they got a 7-day free trial. Check it out. It is so good.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out. I never heard.
Yeah, they got the promo for that on here. If I seen that on YouTube, the previews for it.
Yes, and the thing is that Tiana's friend that was stripping with her who got killed. It comes out that Yolanda Adams' husband, who was the pastor, was having sex with this girl. So they think that he had her killed.
That sounds like did y'all watch that show Saints and Sinners?
Yeah.
No. That was my show.
Just sinners saved by grace.
It's almost like the gospel version of Empire to me.
Saints and Sinners.
That's what Saints and Sinners was.
I think it's on Saints and Sinners is on the Black Network, whatever that is. But I'm
down for Chi-Town. I would love. I was thinking about reviewing it because I watched. They have the whole thing on BT Plus now. You can go watch all of it and cancel it if you want to. You got 7 days to watch it for free. But
how many episodes they got?
I think it's like 10 episodes.
Well,
I think it's like 10
so the show over already?
I think they just put all of them up at once.
Yes, and hey Nihar,
Hey Nihar.
Hey Nihar.
Yeah, hey Nihar.
So I would love to review it with you. So Deb, I need something.
Well, we can do it.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about doing that and College Chill, but I don't know because College Chill is really good too.
It is. So that.
Oh, it is.
I did not know I needed to watch this group of people together until I watched them.
So Nene meshes well with them.
Yes, Nene's not even it's not even a big. It's like maybe it comes later, but there's not like big problems. The biggest problem was Stacey Dash, and she gone.
She only
left.
Oh, so she left
like one episode.
Was it too African American for her?
Yes, basically. Because she came in the house and she didn't want to talk to nobody. They kept trying to get her to talk to them, and she was like not wanting to be bothered.
Why the fuck she signed up? Didn't she know it was on BET? It's black owned. Well, not black owned no more, but
she probably don't know what BT is.
I'm just shocked Stacey Dash.
She was on it.
Just because she was on it don't mean she knows what it was.
Well, I saw a clip of her saying like things that black folks are used to or something. Yeah. And she was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, so
her and Candace Owens are running a race, and they the only two attending it. They racing each other.
They said that they thought she went back over there trying to get her black card back, but she failed at it. Rep said College Hill still on. That was my ish back in the day. Wait, Nene is on there, so it's not the same. No, so they took it's Ray J, Nene,
Celebrity edition.
yeah, Celebrity Edition, Slim Thug, Big Frida, and Big Frida on there is so crazy because Big Frida's like the mother in the house, and I like they're having like progressive conversations because Slim Thug was telling her like, he was like, I've never been around anyone like you. He was like, so I don't know what to call you. And Frida was like, yeah, I don't care what you call me. She's like, I don't really get stuck on those pronoun things. I'm sis. I think she called herself a Brista or something like that. She was like, I'm a brother to some, I'm a sister to some, I'm a mother to some. Like, she's like, it don't matter. Just don't disrespect me. That's it, basically. Mm-hmm. But it's really cool, like how they all are together. Dream Doll from Love and Hip Hop is on there. India something. She's like an influencer.
Oh, okay.
And then who else? Mim said Nene isn't going to make waves because this is her last chance. If this don't work,
I know she's gonna be chasing Ray J around the kitchen for something he said or did. I saw that in the preview.
It wasn't as bad as it looked though.
Okay.
Oh, and Lamar Odom.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it sounds like it's good. Excuse me. So I have 2 shows to watch.
I love Big Frida.
Of course, tomorrow I'll be covering Love and Marriage Huntsville, talking about the mid-season trailer and the last week's episode. So, yeah.
I got to send you that audio too, Candace, because I listened and it was more than I think I posted.
Yes, there's an audio. Chi-Town sent me an audio of Martell.
Yes, Chi-Town is right. Lamar is so nasty.
Yeah, come in here and wash his hands after he pissed. Like, what the hell is wrong with you?
He was walking through the kitchen scratching his ass with his toothbrush.
Ew.
The crack of his ass.
What?
Yes. It was nasty. And it's funny because they had their first project that they had. They had to create a product and then sell it. So Ray J made this thing called the Germinator because it was based off of the fact that Lamar's so nasty.
Right. And I agree with Mims. After this video, after Kanye dropped Stacey off at the airport or wherever it was dropping them off, they both have been weird.
Yeah, and I forgot that was VH1. She was on that show with Lisa Ray, not BET.
Oh yeah, that's VH1. Single Ladies.
Yeah, and I love that show. I hate it was only one.
Too.
I do.
But no, I liked it better when they added LaToya Luckett and took her off though.
I like.
He said that he pooped in the bed.
I like.
Oh, because he did that on Big Brother.
Oh
yeah.
Oh, I like LaToya Luckett on Greenleaf. So I hate that they took that show off. That was my show too, Greenleaf.
I hate that they took the Family Hustle show off because I wanted to know her husband cheating on her was going to be a part of her next storyline. Damn it, T.I. and Tiny set up for everybody.
I want them to
even know they got divorced.
Single Ladies was good to me.
Yeah,
yes, it was. And Stacey Dash ruined that too.
Yes,
that's why they put her off.
Yeah.
But y'all, what did y'all? So then, what was it last night? The case, the case that you and it was the fight. I'm about to say. Remember, I was like, if they would have got away with it if it wasn't for you and Sin.
Wait, what happened?
I said, remember last night? I was like, and they would have got away with it if it wasn't for So Deb and Sin. But we talking about the fight. I'm trying to figure out what it was.
Right, we dive deep into that show.
Broke it down.
Yes, that's why I gotta watch it. I need to watch Basketball Wives, but it's hard for me now to watch reality TV because it seems so scripted. Now scripted TV is better to me now than it was 10 years ago. So
yeah,
now you see how
reality
that was the bad way and the good way now. That's what you're talking about. How production is set. Basically, that's what's going on in Basketball Wives right now.
setting
Um,
their ass up all the way.
is Shawnee on the show at all, or she's not?
Shawnee was on to say, "Here, y'all have the show," and then she left.
Yep, she passed it to Jackie. She went and had a meeting with Jackie and was like, "It's up to you now, girl. You got the juice."
She
Well,
told
no. She had a meeting with Jackie and Brandy, and then she left.
She had a meeting with Brandy just to talk about that thing. She ain't passed nothing to Brandy.
so she really thanking them for their services now because they're still making her money.
Yep.
Exactly.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
But Jackie got the juice now.
He said he didn't like Latoya since that. What?
What?
I like Latoya Luckett.
Why?
I am a true Destiny's Child fan. The only person I didn't like out of Destiny's Child was that one that she was saying my luggage is not going to be there at the same time.
Fair.
I didn't
One
like
that can't really sing.
She still ain't got that luggage.
Still ain't got a good. She still ain't got a real good voice either.
Child, neither
Lucky
did
to be in the
Latavia. Latavia can
Mims,
sing.
you gotta come. You need to come up and tell us why you don't like Latoya.
Mims, you need. I had dropped the link. Mims.
I never heard somebody say they didn't like Latoya before.
Yeah, I love Latoya.
That's why he need to come up.
I like Preacher's Kid, her little movie that she had.
Oh, he said
I love that movie.
He likes Latoya's first 2 studio albums.
Oh, I love them. That was College. Both of her little.
I didn't know her and Slim Thug was. I did not know they were dating at one point in time.
Her songs were about him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because were they dating when Beyonce made Check on It?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But wasn't he on one of Latoya's songs as well?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
On Gwen
He was on one of her songs.
I loved him on Gwen Stefani's the luxurious remix. But I would love to see Slim Thug and Meg Thee Stallion date, even though I know Meg Thee Stallion is a lot younger than him. But
yeah, two mountains.
Yeah. You said 2 mountains.
Yeah, they hell.
And he's, the crazy part is on this show, he seems so nice.
Yeah, I never thought he was a mean guy. He always seems.
No, I didn't think he was mean either, but I'm just saying, like, I didn't expect him to be as nice as he seems on the show.
And Mims dropping tea in the chat. Mims, you need to come up here. Report to the live, Mims. He says Shawnee's nostrils made an appearance.
Not with her gay husband.
Interview with her gay husband.
Yes, child.
After he see this comment, you not.
Hey, Chris Maxwell. Good to see you.
That lady is breaking that man down on the TikTok.
Who, Millie Shawn? I know it was a lady.
Yes.
Yes, I love Millie Shawn. Make sure you guys subscribe to her. Her YouTube channel is not as big as her TikTok channel. She subscribed to me, so I subscribed to her.
Oh, yeah, I saw her.
Yeah, so make sure you guys check her out because she breaks it down. TikTok tried to take her channel away because I guess she was showing people's lives, but I used to love her Love and Marriage TikTok breakdown. So make sure y'all check out Millie Shawn on YouTube.
That's how I found her. She was doing a breakdown, and it was a short though, but it was good, and I started liking her from there. What do y'all think about the girl that's messing with that's dating the football dude, Cam Newton? Okay. Did y'all hear what she said?
The submissive, the girl that's talking about being submissive.
Yes, and she don't require nothing back from her mates, and she's like what?
I don't know nothing about this.
But then she was the same girl that was back like a year or two ago talking about don't let these men use you, don't about men, and
she's like a IG. She's a content creator. I've seen her before.
Right.
Wait, tell me the story.
She's on YouTube.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it. So there is a content creator. I found her on IG, but she did like comedy skits and all types of stuff. But she's dating Cam Newton now, and she talked about being submissive. She don't care about her needs and nothing. She don't want nothing in return. She wants to be the man's everything, which is just a high.
Yes. She scratches his back every night for him to go to sleep. And she knows when he's asleep because she can feel his body calm down. Like, girl, if you don't sit your ass down somewhere.
Jasmine
What?
Brown. That's her name. There she is right there.
Beautiful girl. Like, why are you doing
And I
this
think
to
she's from
yourself?
New Orleans. I think she's from New Orleans. But
Wait, I'm mad because Mills gonna say I liked her first two albums. She only had two damn albums. What you
Well, she was probably working on another one.
but I like
You know,
Latoya.
men gotta be shady.
She was one of the other ones other than Beyonce that could sing. Well, other than Beyonce and Kelly. Latoya
Mm-hmm.
Luckett could sing
Mm-hmm.
too. And remember, here go Mims. Why you
Not Sarah.
Mims?
Hey.
Your
Find your
luggage
luggage.
is there when yeah, Mims.
I blame Latoya and Latavia for breaking up Destiny's Child.
You blame Latavia, not Latoya.
I
I
blame
blame
both of them.
I blame Daddy for breaking up this
All
child.
they had to
Daddy.
do was play their position. All they had to do was play their position. And Latavia couldn't even sing.
We know.
Exactly.
You remember when she was on, I think it was not Hollywood.
R&B divas. R&B
Wendy
divas.
was like, sing something for us. Sing something. She said,
She still ain't some.
birds flying high. And Wendy made that
Like I
face.
said, she still ain't some. That's not singing.
Yeah, I blame both of them because their egos were too big.
I just think they
Bigger than
wanted
their talent.
representation. That's all.
I don't know.
Their attitudes were bigger than their talent.
Farrah looks tanned in here because I remember she said they made me go to a tanning bed. The
Mhm.
only time I saw Farrah was in a Little John video where she was just in the grocery store buying groceries or whatever. That was the only other place I saw Farrah. So I just never understood why she was added to the group.
You know she was supposed to be on that the Blueprint.
She was supposed to be in the Blueprint.
Yeah, they actually have footage of her on there, and Keely was like, she said something about her being a part of Destiny's Child and one of the biggest selling girl groups. And Keely was like, but did you sing anything?
Right. I remember that.
She didn't. She honestly didn't. It was the other girl's voice. They just were in the video, Michelle.
I was gonna say in the Say My Name video, which I was pissed off because Say My Name song, and I was like, what the hell is going on here when I saw her in the video? Like I didn't like it. Michelle made us fun of her. Farrah, not so much. I was with Beyonce we'll deliver your luggage. You can go ahead and leave now.
Look, let me not say Keely too many times because you know Young Rich will pop up.
Tired of the broken promises.
But I like Keely on the Blueprint.
Yeah, I did too.
She's an entertainer. I didn't know she could dance the way that she could. So I liked her, but she was a drama queen. Like she knows.
I was say she got on my nerves. It was a prop. She got on my nerve on that show.
In the group. And shout out to my hubby's best friend, his line brother. Shout out to Kappa Alpha Psi. But he was Abe, the producer. I interviewed him. Make sure y'all check that interview out. I'm always plugging my little interview. I interviewed him last summer. Yes, last summer he was there for all the fights. We talked about some juicy stuff, and he was over Keely as well. He was all for the show. So
I couldn't do.
You know they got signed for season 2.
They what?
Yeah, I saw that.
Season 2.
So since Mims is up here, because this is I guess we just gonna randomly talk about stuff. But Mims, tell us about. I know you've been covering Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I think when are you doing another side chick show? I love the side chick series.
I think one just kind of fell into my lap. Somebody came on my last live talking about they used to be a stripper. And so I was like, okay, perfect. But I don't know when it's going to happen. And then the one who's always giving updates reached out, and there's an update with the masseuse. The thing is, I'm fine with anybody in any lifestyle, but I really want a female stripper. I have a house mom who's supposed to be coming on and interviewing with me to tell me the behind the scenes, but she's like really trying to talk about how stripping isn't that bad and how she, did well for herself, and that's great. But I want the salacious shit.
Yeah. Do y'all know I almost became a stripper here in Georgia, South Georgia.
Child.
I got my application and everything. And my husband, we were engaged at the time. He was like, you know what? I don't think he should do it. And so I didn't do it. But
Candy, I also, me too. And my daughter's father told me, and if I go in the club and see you on the stage, you're coming up out of there. What do you want for? Do you want for anything? Do you need anything? What is the problem?
but men,
Anytime somebody asks me that, I'm on it. I give a list of everything I need, prices, itemized.
Mims,
Child.
if you want a stripper interview, a good friend of mine, I just thought about this. Me and her are kind of estranged. She's a mutual friend of me and Lamar's. Her best friend was a top stripper let me turn my camera on, in Dallas. And she worked at several gentlemen's clubs. It was to the point where one of her guys gave her 100K. She blew that money. He tried to murder her and all that. So I'm gonna see if I can get back good with my friend, and you can interview her friend, because I would love to see you interview her.
I would love to interview her. I just want to know everybody's business. I want to know what goes on in the shower room. I want to know if she ever slept with Drake. I want it all.
But to let you know, ma'am, one thing you will never call me is dumb and broke. I get my money.
Oh, and thank you, Chris Maxwell. But yeah, that story, my friend, I have story times with her. I did one story time, but we are estranged because last year she tried to talk to this guy. We went live on, I think, Facebook, whatever. The guy like completely played her and embarrassed her, where she was trying to sue me and Lamar. But there was a time where I wanted to go out with her. She went out with her stripper friend, got punched in the face by the stripper friend's boyfriend. Like, she has so many stories. You could interview her. We was gonna call it Hotels before Jasmine Sullivan.
I'm in. Whatever I need to do. I'm not giving her $100,000 though.
You know what, man? I might have a girl for you too. She wasn't a stripper, but she did erotica.
The girl, the way she blew her money, let me tell y'all this. She spent 12 to 15,000 in the clubs, and she bought a Phantom. And I told my friend, I was like, why didn't she like invest in a house or something? She blew in like a week or two. She blew 100K.
She deserved her ass whooped.
I think it's just like a lifestyle, and I think if you've never really had it and you've gotten it really quick, you're probably always going to be destined to lose it just as quick.
Right. Now, why did he give her 100K though?
Well, he loved her. He was always tipping her, and I think he thought, and I hope she's not watching because I'm going to tell some tea on this. He thought that he could get her. He was basically buying her, and she ended up playing him to the left, and this man tried to murder her where she had to testify against him in court. And
wow.
So, yeah.
She had to keep the money though, right?
Well, she blew it. She blew the money.
Had a Phantom?
Well, yeah, she still has the Phantom.
She could have did Uber.
I think I wasted my youth.
Really? You think you're missing out on that money?
Yeah.
But yeah, I will get with her. The girl, like I said, she acts funny with me now. So I don't know if she will be willing, but I'm gonna reach out to her and try to break bread, go visit her and see what we can do.
Candy.
Yes.
What made you want to be a stripper? Because Players Club and 12 Play was my reason. I was like, ooh, I want to do that.
I was just, let me turn my camera on. I was just in awe. Like, I've always had an athletic build before I gained this weight that I have now, but I like gymnastics, and I was in awe of strippers. Like, I love female strip clubs. I hate male strip clubs. And so to see them dancing around and watching them, I'd be like, oh, I could do that. And I bet I can make this much money because I'll do all these tricks. And I don't know. I was just in awe of it. and then it seemed like fast money. And I, having my business degree, I felt like I will flip the money. And I don't know. It was so many things I thought about, but my husband was like, no. But when I was getting my application, this man was like, hell yeah, I would come and see her. Yeah. So
Listen, my friend has a pole dancing class here. We should go.
yes, I don't know what happened to Mims. He dropped off. I would love.
Everybody dropping from the sky.
I would love to do a pole dancing class.
I'll see when you run another class, and then we can sign up.
Yes.
We still got to do hot pot too.
Yeah, I want to do a pole class too.
You want to do pole
See, but
class?
you would have been able to maneuver. I can't dance worth a damn. I can freak and shake my ass all the damn day long, but all that technical stuff, no.
I can't do none of it, but I want to go just to try it.
And cue my stripper name.
Oh, I'm
It would not have been Candy in college. I was in a modeling troupe, and my stage name was Mirage because it was something that you really wanted to see, but it wasn't really there for you to partake in, and that would have been my stripper name, Mirage. So, yes.
I was going to be Caramel.
What'd you say, Prosperity?
Caramel.
Caramel. Oh,
Caramel.
Caramel delights.
My skin color.
Shy-Town said, I know I had to.
We were really thinking about it because we got names.
Yes, exactly. I was so serious.
Exactly. It was about the body, the body and the money and the way I was shaped and all that. I was like, I'm gonna get your money. I know I'm gonna get some money now.
Oh, what's going on, Chris?
Yes, and no offense to the strippers because the strip club that I was going to work at, it was in South Georgia. A lot of the strippers, I hate to say it, but their stomachs look like bowls. And so, what you laughing at?
Cheryl, she said, I went to the strip club last week with my gloves and Lysol spray. Got kicked out for the spraying the people.
I was gonna say when I was gonna do it, my body was even though I hadn't had at that time I hadn't had just one child, my body was still on point. I didn't have like the girls in the strip club, like I said, their stomachs, you could see their C-section lines. It looked like balled up homework, their stomachs. And no offense to women that have gone through things, but I don't have all that. Thank God, after the 3 kids that I've had, my stomach don't look like that. But I would have took all they got.
I say thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't play with my stomach and my arms. No, that's what we not gonna do. That gotta stay. I ain't got the flattest stomach, but I be damned if I look like I got 5 kids, and I'm told that all the time. So
listen, I'm gonna try it, Chris.
I hopefully I can pole dance, but I'll probably be looking at them because
he said it's a beginner's class, so.
Well, I'll be too tired. I get up there and be like, can somebody take me down?
I got my ass up here. I can't get back down. Remember Cynthia trying to do a pole class?
I think so.
Now, that was funny. When Cynthia tried to do the pole class in front of her husband.
She's very, very, very still. She gives missionary. That's what I feel like she does.
She gives
straight starch.
White crackers, oatmeal, just very bland to me. So I need some Laurie seasoning in that dancing, and Cynthia does not give that.
Oh, Cynthia.
And she got a body. That's the crazy part.
And doing some different kinds of videos, like Mims Fix My Life, and one of the videos was a little boy, and he was on the pole. And I wanted to see what people thought about that. Because in the comment section, some people were like, oh, it's just a pole. And other people were like, why is this? He couldn't have been more than like 9.
Oh, I think I saw that.
You saw it?
Yeah, I think I saw that.
He knew like tricks and stuff. And I was like, is this going to get my channel demonetized?
So what happened? I missed it because my daughter was screaming.
It was a little boy. He probably was like between 2nd and maybe 4th grade. and there was a pole in his house, and him and his brother were standing around, and then he decided to start doing like pole tricks. And
Oh, so just
some of the people in the comments were like, "Oh, he's not cognizant of what it is. It's just like him being on a monkey bars." But I see it as a stripper pole. I see
oh, so I
pole
see it
tricks.
kind of
It makes
like
them comfortable.
I see it kind of like there's poles and playgrounds in
Yeah.
firehouses as well. So he probably, I don't think, yeah, I would have thought it was innocent. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Matter
he
of fact,
probably would
they just
have.
had
That's why he videotaped this stuff.
they had a lady on Instagram yesterday. I guess they was at some kind of like playhouse or something like that, and her daughter climbed up the pole and got onto the top of the thing, but she couldn't get down, so the mom had to do like it looked like she was a stripper pole. But she had to go up and get her daughter down, and then she slid down the pole like she was a stripper though.
So I went to.
And they
I went
said,
to
and in the
private
comments, they
school.
said Mercedes going to get her daughter off the playground.
I went to private school, and I think your surroundings kind of affect the way you think. So I thought right away he had seen his parents on the pole or his mom on the pole. I've seen a
Probably
kid
did.
literally bring blow to school. His
Mm.
parents had like you would never believe the stories from private school. His parents owned dental clinics, and I remember their oldest daughter was like a year or two younger than me, and for her 15th birthday, they gave her a Hummer. For her 16th birthday, she had like an M3. So they just threw money at these kids. The little boy was in fourth grade, and he had seen the movie Blow, so he knew exactly what
What?
Blow was. And he went in. His parents had a refrigerator in their bedroom. He went in the bedroom refrigerator and brought out their blow and brought it to
Oh my
school.
God.
Oh wow!
And through a donation, they did not expel him. But I'm just saying things that I stripper moves on the pole and just decided to emulate it. I don't think it was innocent.
But can you hold on one thing? I never use crack, coke, none of that. But it go bad or something. Why the is it in the refrigerator?
Okay, so again, I know everybody's business. So his mom was like one of these kept women. They were a Latin couple, very prominent, very like attractive kids, very beautiful family. Dad was a dentist who then invested in more dentists. So they had like money in the bank to kind of blow. That was straight up like a sex refrigerator in their bedroom, and the kids knew not to go in there, but they did anyway.
I was just saying he
We
didn't know
knew
that
about
day.
it. The girl told us all the family business. She also got pregnant by 17
Oh wow.
by a
But I
big
still
black
want to
guy.
know why it's in the refrigerator.
Huh? Why was it in the refrigerator? I mean, it's like their private sex shit. Excuse my language. So I think the refrigerator was supposed to be locked, is the point. But the little boy got into it, brought it to school. It was a whole thing.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
I'm
Good thing
telling you, I wish I could
I
tell
thought you was
everybody's
gonna say he
business since I
used
was
it.
little. Tell me all your mess.
Yeah, I thought you was gonna say he used it or something. I was waiting for the
He's
bad
waiting for the
part. I was
Oh,
punchline.
about to say, did he
no, just
pass?
dream
What happened?
stuff.
So what did he do when he brought it to school? He just showed it to everybody.
He was showing it to everybody.
Oh.
Yeah, he thought he had flour.
But guys, I'm about to get out this car again, and my phone is gonna die again. It was great as always. Work on that stripper for me, Candace.
You know she is.
I'm trying. You hear my 1-year-old screaming?
I'm surprised so Deb don't know no strippers. He's a nudist.
I don't
He
know
said
any.
he did.
I said
I thought you
I
said
think I do have a girl for you, but she wasn't. She's not a stripper. She used to do erotica porn.
Oh, yeah, I would like to talk to her too. And if you know a lady of the night, I'm down for
Well,
that too.
everybody business.
What's the lady of the night?
Prostitute.
Oh. Do I? I don't think I know any of them.
OnlyFans count. Goodbye, y'all. Good
I
night.
don't think I know
I'll
any
put,
of them.
I'll put a message on my Facebook. Somebody know one.
Goodbye, y'all.
Be safe, man. First she said, I don't know none of them, but somebody does.
Right.
Thank you, Mims, for joining. My kids just went crazy while I was trying to.
Your daughter screams. She sounds like Tisha when Tisha talks.
Oh man, that's not good. That Tisha sounds like a baby.
Yeah,
Who's
yeah.
Tisha?
From Love and Marriage
From
Huntsville.
Love and Mercy.
Yeah.
That's why I say so dead, because I know.
I'm gonna stop asking questions now.
I sent him something in his DM. He was like, who are these people? And what is the tea you're trying to spill? Because I don't understand. You hit the wrong button. I'm sorry.
Right. Well, we're gonna
And ever
end
since
it.
then, I make sure to skip his name.
We're gonna end it here. Chi-Town, I'm dropping the link again because I want to talk a little bit backstage. But any final thoughts, y'all?
This was a good show. We didn't really have nothing to talk about. We went on for an hour and 41 minutes. We did good.
Fun. Yeah, it was so fun. Refreshing. I needed this.
Yes, me too, actually. And we stayed awake the whole time.
Yes. Because Prosperity, when y'all be sending the messages and so Deb saying we gonna do the show, I'll be like literally in the bed.
Like we literally text each other like, you feeling the show today? What you thinking?
And I hate it. I hate that. I literally want to be here for y'all, but I'll be so tired.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
But thank you guys.
You got a family and a 9 to 5. We understand.
Yeah. So thank you. But thank you all for joining. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to So Debonair. I think I have his channel in the description. Also subscribe to Prosperity Thick Girl 40. Let me take away the comment so you guys can see her name. And subscribe to me. Hit that like button. Notification bell. We'll be back next week on So Debonair's channel talking about hot topics. Make sure you join him for Love and Marriage Huntsville Basketball Wives.
Don't join me for that, Glad. We ain't had no conversations.
You're never going to be able to join because you're never going to have a life.
If I did, I'm like, I need y'all to come up on the panel and tell me about the show.
And
the chat will be reviewing.
Yes, join me tomorrow. I'll be talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville and everything going on behind the scenes because Miss Ariane has been showing her natural black ass. So we are going to talk about that. And hey, Jeopardy, this is my college classmate. I'm about to end Jeopardy. And thank you. Make sure you catch the replay, Jeopardy. And thank you, Chris Maxwell, for joining as well. But you guys,
and don't forget to go get y'all cups by Thick Girl on the IG.
Yes, on her IG. So I'm going to go ahead and play my song, and we are out.
But I want to welcome
Thank y'all for letting me up. Y'all have a
channel, The Candy Shop. I am so excited. The Candy Shop.